If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where we are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on vector algebra. So the questions that I have uploaded here is mixed on vector and 3D. So from now on I will be taking only questions based on vectors. So 3D I will skip and 3D I will do when we will complete the 3D theory. Okay, in this lecture we will see from question number 1A to up to 1D. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, if you see question number 1, what is given? Let A is given, B is given and C is a vector, which is some conditions are given AC, C minus A, and the angle between A cross B and C is given. So between two these vectors it is given and they asked you to find A cross B, A cross C. So between these two vectors angle is given, so you can apply direct formula. What is the magnitude of this one, what is the magnitude of this one, that you apply. But for that you need to find, because A cross B magnitude you can find because A is given, B is given, so you can find A cross B. For this C magnitude you need to find. Angle you know already, so you have to only know C magnitude. For this, these things are given to you. So what is given? It is A dot C is given K and this is given. So once mod is given this one, so we have already seen, so this square is equal to 8, and what is this square? This square was A dot A. A dot A was mod A square. You remember this one, that will be very useful. We will be using this one and we have already used also. So this formula we are using. So this square is nothing but this dot this. So if you do this dot this, then it is A square. It will look like A square minus 2AB plus B square. And A dot C they have already given. This is not magnitude. So A dot C is nothing but C magnitude. So it is C square minus 2C minus 1, that is C minus 1 whole cube magnitude. So the magnitude of C is 1. So and also you need A cross B. So you calculate A cross B. Now you need to find this one. So between these two, don't go by VTP. When you see this one, normally our tendency is to go to VTP, but don't go to VTP. So you can see it is A cross B, this magnitude, then C's magnitude and angle, because the angle between these two is given, so no need to go to VTP. So AB magnitude is already, we know what is the magnitude of this one, under root 2 square then 1, so it will be 3, under root 9 actually, magnitude of this one, which is 3. Magnitude of C is 1, angle between them is given 30, so answer is 3 by 2. There are multiple correct answers, but only one answer is satisfying this one, so it is B. No need to check other one. So that is option B. Now if you come to second one, 1B, if A and B are given and unit vector C, B coplanar, then and C is also perpendicular to A, then C is equal to. So you write all these things, what is given to you. That is very important. Writing this in equations format, that will make easier. So first thing is given, it is C is perpendicular to that A, that is A dot C is equal to 0, and it is coplanar, so ABC, box ABC should be 0. So rather solving this one, you check with the options, which option satisfies these two conditions. These two has to be satisfied, one is this and one is box ABC is equal to 0. So whichever option is satisfying these two, that will be the answer, because that two things are given to us. If that satisfies, then the question is okay. You have to find that C. So first you dot with A, see which one is satisfying. If you dot option A, then it is 0, or B it is 0. A dot C I am doing. This and this dot. So 1 by root 2 minus 1, then 1, it is 0. Then with second one, it will be minus 2, minus 1, so it is not 0, so B will not be the answer. C is also 0, D is also 0. Now we check with box ABC. First option, B is not the answer, B you have already skip. So let's try with A. So 1 by root 2, 2, 1, 1, that is A. Then B, then this C, 0, minus 1, 1. With option A I am putting here. Third column, A, B, C. So if you do this one, open this determinant, it is 0. A simple determinant, you can open it. You can try, so A will be the answer. You try with C and D also, because it was multiple correct. So C, D, no one is satisfying, so that will not be the answer. That's why I am skipped this one. 1C, let A and B are two non-collinear vectors. Again, non-collinear means A cannot be written as lambda into B. U is equal to this, V is equal to this, then the magnitude of V. Now you look at the options, all options are related to magnitude of U. So first let us calculate the magnitude of U. See whether we can find anything. From that we can see something of magnitude of U. Okay, so U is given in this fashion, so magnitude of U will be this one, magnitude of this one. So if I take magnitude of U square, so that will be actually this square. And what is this square? This square is nothing but, you can take the same this way, A minus B dot A minus B. So this dot D, and what is this value? A dot B, it is A, B, both are unit vectors given, they are non-coplanar and unit vectors, so magnitudes are 1, and the cos theta, okay. So it will be cos theta B, so A minus cos theta B vector whole square. Whole square means it is actually A minus B dot A minus B. So it will be a square b square minus 2ab. Not that actually exactly that way. We have seen how it is coming. So ultimately it will come like the mod a square mod b square and 2 cos a dot b. So again a dot b is again cos theta. A dot b is nothing but cos theta. So you apply again cos theta. So mod u square is 1 minus cos square sin square theta. Okay, once you see this one, then you have a temptation for mod v, because you need to find mod v. So if you can say mod v, because mod v also will be, because it is a cross b, sin will also come. So it is a square magnitude of a. What is the magnitude of this one? A b sin theta. So that square. A b all are 1 sin square. So u square equal to v square. That is option A is already correct. Mod a is equal to mod b. So you have to look for other options also. You now check with second option. You need to find u dot a. Then you have to add to a u. So if you u dot a, if you do this one, this is u. If you dot it with a, that is 1, and then it is again a dot b cos theta, and again a dot b cos theta, 1 minus cos square sin square. Then if you add, because for option A it is u plus this one. So this is for option A. Option B I am checking. Option A is already done. So u plus this, if you add these two, sin theta plus sin square theta is not equal to sin square theta. So obviously B will not be the answer. Now you check with C, you need u dot b. So for that I have calculated u dot b. So if you see u dot b, this dot b again 0, and if you add with u, so it is sin theta. Okay, sin theta is also v, because v square was sin square theta. So because it is exactly coming u, so u and v are equal already, you have seen. So C is also an answer. Next you have to dot it with u dot a plus b. If you dot it with a plus b, u dot a, u dot b. U dot b you have already done 0, and u dot a is this one. So this is nothing but u dot a. So u plus u dot a is not the answer, we have already seen in B. So obviously D will not be the answer. U and V are unit vectors, and W is a vector such that this, then prove that this. Now once you see this type of vector, this particular approach you will do in so many times, you will see it in coming questions. V is another vector which is nowhere mentioned with anything. One expression is given, and you have to express this in terms of, find some relation between u and v of that W. So we will use that one concept. Any vector can be, universal law, any vector can be represented by a linear combination of 3 non-coplanar vectors. And what are those 3 non-coplanar vectors? One is A, one is U, one is V, another one is U cross V. Because if it is U, one is U, one is V, they can be planar, but if you take U cross V, so U cross V will be somewhere here, perpendicular to. So these 3 will always make non-coplanar. So any vector you can express it u, v and u cross v. So this one you will see. If you need to find any vector, and we don't have, nothing is given in terms of nothing means, suppose u dot v is given, w dot u is given, then you could have started, but it is not given. So that's why you will always take this concept. You will always take W is a linear combination of 3 non-coplanar vectors. What are these vectors? U, v and u dot cross v. Because we need to find this one, u dot v, u cross v dot w. So and also this is given to you. So let's find this one. From this expression either we can find anything. So what is u w cross u? If you cross it with this one, u cross u will be 0, and this will be b. W cross is, you have to be careful, it should be pre or post, like matrix multiplication. If it is if you are writing just below this one w, so everywhere it should be below. So it will be v cross u. It will be u, v, then cross u. You see this one, u should be come after, because you are multiplying post multiplication. So it is v cross u, and here you can apply VTP. So if you apply VTP here, u dot v, v dot u. So it is u dot u, that is 1, because they are unit vectors also uv, and it will be u dot v, then u. So something of this fashion. Now they have given this one, you have calculated this one. Now this expression they have given, you put it there. So if I put it there, w, this is this expression, the entire thing is w, then u cross v is this expression, u b, then I have opened it, it is gamma actually, this is not r, don't get confused. It is alpha, beta, gamma, these are the scalar values for linear combinations. So this is gamma, so gamma v, gamma this is equal to v. Okay, now if you see, if you take all u one side, so u will be, if you take u common, all scalars, so it is r, and this also scalar, gamma u dot v, that is with u vector, and with v vector, what is there with v vector? These and these, beta plus gamma, and this is with u cross v vector. gamma minus gamma plus. That is u cross v, so you have to change it there, that's why it is minus beta. That is equal to v vector. Now you know this one for vectors, if both sides are equal, so corresponding coefficient should be equal. So what is the coefficient of v vector is 1. So what is the coefficient? It is b plus gamma, so that should be equal to 1. What is the coefficient of u here? 0, so that should be equal to 0. What is the coefficient of u cross v this side? 0, so this should be equal to 0. So from here you can easily calculate beta plus gamma equal to 1, beta equal to gamma, and so these two equations if you solve, you will get beta gamma equal to half of. You replace beta equal to gamma, so 2 beta equal to 1, beta and gamma they are half of, and alpha equal to this one. So once you know this one, you have known the expression for W in terms of u and v, because you know alpha, you know beta, you know gamma, then you can put it there, whatever the expression they want to prove. So they need this one, u b cross b dot w, so that will be u cross b. Instead of w I am writing this one, and every value you know here, because this is 0, no, I am not putting here, just you see this one. If you dot with this one, that is box u v u, which is 0, because box u v u, it is repeating in the box, so it is 0. So box u v v, that is also 0, so beta into 0. So last one will come this one, which is gamma u cross b dot u cross b, so a dot a, that is a square. So this magnitude will be obviously, what will be the magnitude of this one? Not square. This magnitude will be equal to magnitude of this vector. So gamma you have already calculated half, so what is the magnitude of this one? That is already square is there, so it is magnitude of this square, because this and this, so that is actually no magnitude, it will be scalar value actually, whatever. So now they are asking for mod, means you will take positive, okay, that's it. So whatever the value you will get, that is u square v square, then u dot v whole square. What is u square? That is 1 1, and u dot v, angle between them, it is cos theta, so it is half sin square theta. So you can see this value will be obviously less than half, because sin square theta is always less than 1. So this value is less than half. And when it will be equal to 1? When sin square theta equal to 1. When sin square theta equal to 1, and theta equal to 90, when u and v are perpendicular. So it is proved. They will be equal when only u and v are perpendicular. The equality holds when u and v are perpendicular. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.